Draw a circle of radius 1, allow that radius to rotate round to 45 degrees. Drop the perpendicular and complete the triangle. What is the value of the height y? Make sure your calculator is in degrees. We put in the sine of 45 and we get the answer 0.707. So let's look at this graphically. We will draw a vertical diameter and we'll shift that diameter over to the right. Let's go to 0 degrees. We will put a trace on and we'll let the function run up until 45 degrees. The value of our sine function at 45 degrees is approximately 0.707. And this is simply the height of our triangle y. Mathematically, we can write y divided by r is equal to our function sine theta. We can rearrange this such that y is equal to r sine theta. We can put the value of our r in, which is 1, and the value of our theta in, which is 45 degrees. And this is going to give us the y value is equal to 0.707. Let's look at another example. Let's say we want to find the height y, given that the radius is 2 and the angle is 60 degrees. Mathematically, we can write y divided by r is equal to the function sine theta. We can rewrite this as y is equal to r sine theta. We can put the value of 2 in for r and the value of 60 degrees in for y. Now let's put it into the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. We're looking for 2 times the sine of 60 degrees, and this is going to give us a value of 1.732. So the final answer is y is equal to 1.732. Now let's work through these 4 examples by hand. We're going to have an angle of 27 degrees. We're looking for the value of y when this length is 3 and this is the right angle. So we can see from the 27 degrees the value of y is opposite this angle. So this is the opposite, and the longest length here is the hypotenuse, which is the value of 3. So we can say that the value of y divided by 3 is equal to the sine over 27 degrees. So we can say that y is equal to 3 sine 27 degrees. So you can put 3 sine 27 degrees into the calculator and you can find out the value of y. Now this example here, again we have a value here of 34 degrees. We're looking to find the value of y, and this length here is 7. So you can see again that the length y is opposite the angle 34 degrees. So this here is the opposite of this angle. So we can say that the value of y divided by 7 is equal to the sine of 34 degrees. So therefore we can say that y is equal to 7 times the sine of 34 degrees. So if you put in 7 sine 34 degrees into your calculator, you'll get the value of y. Now this example here is a little bit more difficult because we have the angle 19, but we're not looking for the opposite of this angle, we're looking for the adjacent. And as yet, we don't know how to do this because we only know the sine function. And the sine function will only give us the ratio of the opposite to the hypotenuse, not the adjacent to the hypotenuse. But what we can do is we can note that the sum of all of the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So we can find this angle here by taking 180 and we take away the 90 and we take away the 19. And this is going to leave us a value of this angle of 71 degrees. Of course, this is not drawn to scale, so it doesn't look like it's 71 degrees, but it is. So therefore, we now have the angle here that is opposite the value of y. So for this one, we can say now that y divided by the value 9 is equal to the sine of 71 degrees. So we can say that y is equal to 9 sine 71 degrees. So you can put 9 times sine of 71 degrees into the calculator and it'll give you the value of y. Now finally, in this example, we're going to have the value 17, but again we're looking for the length y, and the length y is opposite that value, so we have the opposite and we have the value for our hypotenuse, which is 4. So again, this is a simple one. We can say that y divided by 4 is equal to the sine of 17 degrees. So we can say then that y is equal to 4 sine 17 degrees. So if you go to the calculator and you type in 4 sine 17 degrees, it'll give you the length of y. So if you work through those, you should have got the first one is 3 sine 27 degrees, which will give you 1.362. The next one is 7 sine 34 degrees, which will give you 3.914. The third one is 9 sine 71 degrees, which should give you a value of 8.5. And the final one is 4 sine 17 degrees, which gives you a value of 1.169.